When you think about Doom, most people would think about non-stop action, being powered with amazing weapons, and fighting against great odds. But for me, Doom is a simple fast-paced shooter with enough depth not to be a completely mindless game. If those are the things that you love about classic Doom, well, oh boy, I have news for you. Because you will get none of those in this harsh survival horror mod. This is Project ALALN, or however you wanna read it. It's a hardcore survival horror mod for classic Doom. Ammo and health supplies are scarce. You will not be running and gunning in this mod. And as I mentioned earlier, it's a hardcore survival horror mod. And when I say hardcore, I mean hardcore, to the point of being unfair. There are plenty of enemies in this mod that you are better off avoiding. Since we are talking about the enemies, the monster design in this mod is simply phenomenal. From the sound design to each monster's distinct characteristics, it's so freaking good, or more appropriately, terrifying. When it comes to the weapons, it's the exact opposite. With simple sprite designs and a precise gunplay, with realistic recoil, and unique reloading mechanics. Oh man, reloading in this mod is quite a chore. For example, when reloading a shotgun, not only you need to put the shotgun slugs one by one, you also need to pump or cock the shotgun manually for every single shot, which I totally get, but some people may not enjoy it. Personally, I like it. It adds uniqueness to this mod, compared to other survival mods I played, but having an option for a simple reload would not hurt this mod in my opinion, just to make it more accessible for other players who just wants a simple reload. And since it's aiming for some realism or immersiveness, it's quite odd that this mod did not include losing your remaining ammo when reloading with a mag that is not fully empty. Just saying. The core gameplay loop is fairly solid. You scavenge the map for any supply and ammo to help you survive. You fight terrifying monsters that are capable of giving you jump scares when you least expect it. But I find myself dying a lot in this mod. And dying is not a bad thing. It's already been proven by the likes of Dark Souls and other hardcore games. But when it comes to this mod, a lot of my death feels a bit cheap. After playing this mod, I can fairly say that from monster damage to the scarcity of supplies and ammo, Avoiding the monsters seems to be the best way to survive, right? But then again, Doom maps are fundamentally designed to prioritize combat and a bit of finding keys, puzzles here and there, and exploring a maze-like map. So no matter what Doom maps you play with this mod, it's not designed with stealth in mind, so avoiding fights are mostly not an option. Combine that with the harsh lack of ammo, some bullet sponge monsters, high rate of bleeding when hit, and a unreliable melee weapon, it's a great recipe for unfair cheap deaths, even on the easiest difficulty. Side note, although it's not a major mod feature, I tried playing this mod with some custom generated map, since I love playing Doom mods with a fresh set of map layouts, and the darkness in this mod just don't work with generated maps. But with Dark Dooms, problem solved. This mod has a decent atmosphere, but it suffers from make everything dark and call it a day syndrome, which is simple and effective. But if you want some variety with the atmosphere, luckily, colorful maps works well with this mod. When it comes to ambient sounds, the one that comes with this mod is amazing. It sets the mood perfectly. In the README files on this mod, it says that this mod was tested with lzdoom source port. But unless I want the risk of getting motion sick, I would not recommend playing this in lzdoom. Here's a simple comparison. This mod is an amazing horror experience, but as a game, it's a different story. The monsters are exceptionally great, that I wish it would be possible to play with these monsters with my favorite weapons pack. The guns are okay, but with too many unbalanced mechanics, I cannot find myself playing this mod over other hardcore survival mods to play on a regular basis, unless I want to experience the terrifying monsters for another unfair satisfaction.